Hi everyone, Lisa here from 4City Stitching. I hope everyone had a great week, though you did see a couple videos from me this weekend, with my second and third matchup for March Stitching Madness. And at the end of the video, or end of my stitching, you'll see my fourth matchup of what I worked on, the 7th and the 8th. So you can vote on that in this video as well. So quick recap on that. The 4 Boys Christmas Countdown has one to move on for 2 days of stitching for today and tomorrow. And so that's what I'll work on after I'm done filming this video. And then for the other 2 matchups, right now, Not a Snowball's Chance in Hell is in the lead for that one, and Kringles is in the lead for the next matchup after that. So you'll see those pieces momentarily as well. But if you do still want to vote for those 2 matchups, the videos are in a playlist that I created for March Madness 2025. But thanks everyone for voting and your participation. It's lots of fun. So that is that. Everything is a disaster on my desk here. Yeah, I'm going to talk about this before I forget. But last night when I was, doom scrolling before the end of the night, while I was in bed, I came across on Facebook, someone posted Springo. I'm like, what is that? And so it is a new kind of like Bringo or ABCingo from Magazine Monthly Challenge that is starting on April 1st. So I knew that Caroline and Robin were thinking about doing another event in April. I just didn't know things had been announced. They have, and Carolyn has posted a video in the Magazine Monthly Challenge group explaining it because it's a little complicated. So this is my Springo board. So basically you treat this as an acrostic. So your 7 projects, you could only have 5 and double it up if it worked for you. So your 7 projects are up top, and they do need to relate to the letter. And then this is 35 squares, so you randomly put 35 numbers down, and then each number is allotted to one of these whips up to 5 times. So yeah, each whip needs to be allotted 5 times, minimum 5 times. That's correct. So the pieces that I have picked are Study in Nature for S, Put a Bird on It for P, Reaching Skyward for R, In Friendship for I, and I didn't have any whips that started with an M, which I thought was weird. So I went with the Designer, which goes by, so it's for Ghostly Friendships, and so I'm not going to be able to say the name right. Nathanolu, Nathnolu is the designer for that one. G, Geometric Wolf, and then O is Olympic Gnomes. So that's what I picked. So I tried to pick projects that, 1 second here. I tried to pick projects that needed more work than others. So that was how I mainly decided on those. And then, so I just looking at what I printed off from the printer, picked up from the printer. I did print out the freebie from Jen's Fiber Web, A Little Owl's Night that she charted. I can't show that to you because it is just the chart. But if you go onto her Instagram, there is a link for it there. That is not the cabinet, so I can show this. And then this is a freebie from Sterling Stitches. which is, I don't know if everyone has seen it, but there is, although it keeps going in and out. Sorry. There is a photo, or a series of photos of an eagle and a Canada goose in, I believe it's Burlington. The eagle felt that the Canada goose was an easy prey. It might have been unwell, I'm not sure. But it's okay. You can look at the photos, nothing bad happens. But it does show them having a little tuffle, and eventually the eagle leaves. So we here in Canada are using that little series of photos kind of as our, I don't know, mascot in this terraform. So Sterling Stitches charted that goose, so that goose is from that, and then elbows up is what Mike Myers has coined for us to remember during this these hard times. So so thank you, Sterling Stitches, for making that free pattern, and that's available on her Instagram as well. Okay, that is what I wanted to talk about there. Why don't I don't want to put this away yet. I have a lot of stuff on my desk here. Put the Springo into my April. Okay. Next, let's talk about some Happy Meal. Arlo, why is your mouth open like that? I don't know if anyone else has a cat that smells things and then has his mouth open afterwards. The vet had never seen a cat do that before, but in our research, it says that he's just trying to get some extra oxygen. So I don't know. But if it's because he smelled something bad, then he's always smelling something bad. So I don't know. Okay, so Happy Meal. On Monday, on my way home, I stopped to pick up, I'm just trying to get into the blanket, a box to send out my Canada swaps. That was my delay, is finding a box of an appropriate size to send it out. So I picked that up, and then when I got home, my husband's like, oh, a parcel came for you, and maybe you can use that box. I was like, well, I already purchased a box, and the parcel was my Canada swaps piece. So this is what I received. So this might look familiar because it is, you can't get under the blanket. This is the same pattern I stitched for my Canada swaps last round. So it's a Darling Dion design. Excuse me. And obviously you can read it, but if you have the power to make someone happy, do it. And this was from Janet. She made these little counting pins, and then she said the fabric on the back here, and I believe the pom-poms were from her mom's stash, I believe she was saying. She also included lots of other stitchy kindness, which she didn't have to do. Some floss here. So Sublime Floss. Flower Box is what this palette is called. It's her nice little card. Fresh cut Christmas trees from Twin Peak Primitives. That was nice. And then the Just Cross Stitch Winter Edition from 2024. I was looking at to see where it said what edition it was. And there's some pretty cute patterns in there. So yeah, I sent Janet an email already thanking her. So she knows I received it, and yeah, what are the odds that I would get a piece that I stitched last round? So that's excellent. Okay, let's get into the stitching, shall we? Okay. Yeah, we'll just go in order here. So if you did watch my extra videos there for March Madness, you will have already seen these first 4 projects, but I'll show them again here now. So here is Zimmerman's coverlet. So it was a whip go call for a finish. I did finish this area here. All that needs to be done is this here. But my other piece, I think, is winning the votes. So I think this is going to go away for the rest of this month. That's okay. It'll come out again, and I don't see why I can't eventually get it finished this year, because there's not that much. And here is its match up, so Not a Snowball's Chance in Hell. I think the actual title is HE Double Hockey Sticks by the Laurel Witch cross stitch. And so this also was a freebie that she released. And I can understand why everyone has voted for this, due to the current climate. Yeah, so that's how this one's looking. I put some more in the border. This border's like really fun and easy to stitch. But I thought I should start on Snowball here, because I'd want it done before I try to get in that red leaf. So I think that will be coming out. Well, voting's not over yet, but so far it is a front runner. For what day would it come out? For the 11th and 12th. So right now that's the front runner for that. Okay, next is, it's completely under the blanket here. Oops. There we go, Kringles. So I worked on adding in this shelf here and these skates. And so this is also a whip go call where I want to finish one of the sections. So far this one is the front runner, and it is paired up with Jack Frost Tree Farm. You're going to see here momentarily. At first, Jack Frost Tree Farm was winning, but voting has taken a turn. So this is also a whip go call, and all I got done on this one was this little bit of snow in this block here. So not very much. So this whip go call is also to finish one of the blocks. Yoshi's very squawky right now. Even though I'm upstairs, it's very loud. Let me try to shut the door more. Okay. Yeah, so those two, they're actually stitched on the same fabric as well. So yeah, lots of commonalities with that one, with those two match up. Okay, and then so the next two, so these next two are what I would like you to vote on down below in the comments of this video. So the first is Key by Barbara Anna. So this is also a Whipco call for a finish. We need to finish her skirt down here. I got this in when I was stitching on her Friday. So yeah, this was a freebie from Barbara Anna during COVID. But yeah, that skirt is no joke. It goes pretty far down. But we're getting there. So if you want this one to move forward, put key, K-E-Y, in the comments below. And then next is Stitched for a Friend piece by the Artsy Housewives. So that's what this one looks like. So this was on her Patreon site. And I am stitching this as my Stitch North gift exchange. So that needs to be done by May. Again, I'm just giving you all these tidbits of information in case any of that affects your votes. It's completely up to you though. You might just like the patterns, so definitely vote on which one you want to move forward. So I just have mainly the outline done there and almost all four corners. So if you want this one to move forward, put friend in the comment. F-R-I-E-N-D. I was thinking there if there would be any reason that someone might use friend otherwise in the comment, but we all know that we're all friends, so. Yeah, so key or friend in the comments. And then last but not least, I did a lot of work on Put a Bird on It. So Put a Bird on It by Modern Folk Embroidery. So it's the Put a Bird on It sale hosted by EJ and Sheila, Sunshine Stitchers. And here we go. So that's how that looks. So I put in 3,006 stitches. Yeah, I put in my initials there, LG. I didn't put in my middle initial because then it would spell leg and that would just look weird. So that is how that is looking. So that is going to be put away for a little bit. It might come out again near the end of the month for the Strident sale for Whip Warriors. Otherwise, it will come out for Spring Go in April because it's on that board. Yeah, I think that is everything that I had today. So make sure you vote down below, either key or friend, which one you want to move forward. And yeah, we'll talk to you next week. Bye.